Hi, this is Barnacle Build Trader. I'm doing a review of the new Jigsaw tool called Auction Vista. I'm going to start off by going over end of day review. This is my first time using this tool. I really like it. Let's take a look.
So here you see that we have black stripes, light blue, darker blue, actually white stripes, and just the opposite on this end, you have black stripes, red stripes, lighter, lighter, and if it got really heavy, you would also have white. Now, this is compared to what you have here in the book. This is your book, and you set what is a large number, like 92 is a large number, 266 is a large number, and you do that here in the settings, appearance, bid depth, and ask depth. And I have for crude oil, I have large bid size at 80. I want to know when there's a bid size of 80 or larger. So as you can see, when you get up to 200, this bad boy starts turning white. And so you can see during the day, as the market started to approach this area, it turned white. As it came closer and closer to it, that white kind of slipped away, didn't it? So that was a clue that this market was going to go through this area. Now you see these red dots, red and blue dots. Well, a blue dot means that it's all buyers. A completely red dot meant that it was all sellers. In other words, they're hitting the bid or they're lifting the offer. So, as the market is falling, you don't want to assume that when you see a red dot that it's going to plunge lower, because a red dot can also represent an iceberg, because they're hitting the bid, hitting the bid, hitting the bid, and they're not moving the market. So that's what this was down here, an iceberg. And then you can see that this was a mainly blue dot, and it was breaking out of this level, so that was a breakout. So you can see the market came down to this level, and it decreased as it was approaching. That's a clue. You get down to here. This was a battle. You can see red and blue came off there. They tried to hold this level, broke through it. This was a level that, as it got closer and closer, less there was less orders in the book, so it just easily broke through that. As it came down to this level, look at the buyers that appeared in the book there. So again, another battle, pushed through it. On this occasion, you see that it's blue, and you might think, oh, it's blue, it's going to take off from there. Well, that blue was an iceberg order. They were trying to lift the offer, and it just sat there, and finally they gave up and came lower. Now, there's not a lot of clues that it was going to reverse here. But you can see down here at the end, there was people trying to push the market down. See, this didn't happen yet. This wasn't there. There was nothing here. It's just like, here, there's nothing here to the right of it. So this didn't happen till later. So it comes down, reverses, tests again, and this is a good confirmation. This is a good confirmation wherever your target may be. So as far as targets go, you see that there was a lot of orders in the book here. So you can see that it had a hard time getting through that area. And then once it did, there was a lot of orders in the book here. A lot of trades went off. A lot of trades went off here. So when it got back up to this area, yeah, it had difficulty. Squeezed a tick or two beyond it, and that's all it could handle. Came back down here. There was nothing there to tell you that it was going to reverse there. It was just a couple ticks off of this large order in the book, but there was nothing there to warn you about that. So, you know, the market is random, so we have to watch out for that too.
So this is a shot of what it looks like at the end of the day. Let's take a look at what it looks like during the day.
You can see here that there's a big order waiting there. But this is the new auction Vista. You can see that there is an order, large order waiting here, and the white means that there was more people in the book waiting to buy, and then the darker blue it got, there was less people. And so as it approached, you can see that it got darker, which means that people started pulling out of the way. There were people there waiting to buy. This strong red means that it was banging on the bid. This was a little bit more bid than offer, but that was breaking through to the next level. So, you know, you can see all through here not much going on. Not much going on all through there. You know, this is the quiet part of lunch. And then to get through this level, yeah, there was more orders. So that was real. They were there. And now we have this next level. And sometimes when you see a strong level like this, this is at 57, you'll get down to 58, and that's where they'll actually start buying. They'll jump ahead of this, front run this big order here if they want to buy. Okay, you had a heavy bid, 213 contracts went off there. 213, you can see that, trying to chew through it. There was also 73 contracts trying to lift the offer. And again, when you see this, that doesn't mean that somebody is trying to move the market up. That may just mean that they're trying to get out of their position. You know, they may have sold up here around 83, 85, and they're just taking a profit down here. Sometimes when you have a big down here, it may chew through it, maybe go one or two ticks through it, and then reverse. You see, we're front running it here. Someone is front running it. They're buying it up before it actually gets to that price. You can see it eating into it. It's turning a lighter blue until it's almost gone. And again, these bids here may be people getting out of their position, not necessarily trying to reverse the market.
So I just want to jump in here, and that blue dot I'm pointing out those blue dots as it's approaching that 50 level. Thought that it had difficulty getting through that 50 level. I've speeded this up 200 times because it just took so long to go up for me. And but this was encouraging news to see the blue dots appearing. That meant that it was strong volume as it was breaking through an important level. And that's what I was looking for. Again, you can zoom in, and there I was pointing out that I felt a lot more comfortable, with those blue dots. Now that area there, 57, is a level you're going to have to contend with. It may reverse there, it may hesitate there. If you see that blue area right there, market came up, tested it, and was able to rise higher. Now it's testing this level, 57 level. Having a hard time getting through it. You don't see big volume there. Here I'm pointing out that that blue square is following the market up. It's supporting the rise up, but also down there at 50, that breakout level, it could come all the way down there before it continues to move up. And again, no big volume sitting up there. But sometimes the market can turn around because of lack of interest also.
Okay, you see the market came down here, and you have some trades going off here, larger than normal. And you see that it's more blue than red. So you're coming down, you see something with more blue in it, then you pay attention. It looks like people are buying. So if you come over here, you can see what actually happened here. 106 hit the bid, and 203 lifted the offer. So that's almost twice as much. Then you have a red bubble up here where it looks like that it came up here and they just sold it from there. Problem with these two is, unless you have something else telling you that you can lean against it, then there's no real reason to buy here. There was no orders in the book. There was no orders in the book up here that would make you want to lean on that. So unless there was another level that you were watching, you wouldn't just buy or sell it because of these red bubbles. So we're getting toward the end of the day. Trade should be a little bit heavier as the last 5 minutes, so it might be interesting to look at this close up.
Okay, what we're doing here, we're zooming in and speeding up. It's the end of the day. I just wanted to show you what it was like to have a little bit heavier market. A couple of things that I'm pointing out as we were live is that when you have a market that's falling and you have a red dot growing, sometimes that isn't telling you that it's going to go lower, but that it may be an iceberg. And same thing if the market is going higher and you get a blue dot, it may be an iceberg. Okay, here I'm pointing out that I believe that the point of control is going to move down to that area, that it's not going to reach up to 70 or even try to go much lower, but that it'll probably create a new point of control there. And there I'm noticing that those dots are growing the longer it stays at that level. You can see the volume growing as it's staying at that level. I thought that was very interesting at the end of the day, because you don't always notice the dots until they've already formed. But you can see this, of course, it's the very end of the day, and then bang, the volume's over. This is a shot of the ES. I'm noticing that red dot forming, and I'm reset my dome to see how many contracts go off there. Actually kind of getting interested in that area. This is close to the end of the day. They're adding on 600 contracts there. Okay, we speeded up the video. You notice that little box there, it had a hard time getting through the 5650 level, so it is an auction. Sometimes it will auction higher to attract more sellers to go lower. If you notice on the right hand side, the 5550, you'll see that there's an iceberg forming there. I believe up to 800 contracts added on at that level, and it left a nice little dot on the left hand side, and that's what an iceberg looks like as it happens. So this is toward the end of the day. I'm just going to let this video run, but I like it. I like this new feature of the Jigsaw Dome, and if you already own the Jigsaw Dome, this feature is now available. If you don't own the Jigsaw Dome, then this is a great time to pick it up. So I want to thank Peter for this added tool in our arsenal, and I'm just going to let this video run out to the end of the day, and just want to say have a great one. This is Barnacle Bill signing off.